And hopefully, oh, there's 7 people. How is that possible? I've only just started.
There you go then. Must be a good time. Is that my coffee way over there?
There's your coffee way over there. Do you want to get a shortbread out?
I will.
Nice
Hang on a second.
Scottish shortbread. While we do this, we'll be
Sure.
with you in a minute,
Yeah.
you lovely people.
Oh, they're right behind me.
Would you like to see
Where we are.
where we are? Look at this. We're on the banks of Loch Lochy.
Lucky.
Is our little robin redbreast just flown down?
Has he been following us? I think it is.
So hello, hello, hello. Hello everyone. I've got a story to tell you today.
I don't know if anybody's been commenting or anything.
Let's just have a little look.
Wiggle, wiggle. No.
No. Will you be able to? Sally, hi, how are you?
That's one of those is yours.
The bigger one, that's clearly mine.
Well, that means you get the smaller one. Is that how it works?
Good morning. You
Good
might
morning.
need to get a little closer, Michelle, so you can read.
Let me get some spectacles out the pocket. Okay.
We're also cooking, so welcome to Steve's Kitchen. I was thinking of you today, Paul. I met a couple of lads just now, and you know, we talked about pubs. And they were hoping when they got to the next village there'd be a pub, and I said that no, there won't be a pub, but it would be nice to actually get in one. And I don't know.
Gazelle says, hello, you two, what's been happening? Somebody said good morning, but I didn't see who it was.
Can you touch? You can even touch right over here, and it'll still roll.
John says, good morning from Alabama. And Michelle says, are you still in the UK? We are.
Right. A little story, a little documentary today.
I think Steve's going to tell you.
We've had a pretty. Now look, Ben, if you're in there, mentioned me on Instagram. Oh, this is all a bit sort of miserable. But you know, it's what it is. We're telling the story as it unrolls. We can't flower it and make it differently. So if you're enjoying the whole adventure, we'll be telling it warts and all. And it's beautiful today, absolutely gorgeous. It is going to rain.
You the beautiful spots too.
Yeah, but anyway, what happened? A couple of days ago, we were walking, and I think I put some posts up. We've had poor connection recently, but we were walking uphill for what seemed like forever. And we were quite tired. And by the way, Michelle and I are getting fitter, I can tell you that. It's anyway, we're getting quite tired.
He digresses.
I digress. Let me try and tell you the story, how we nearly died. We're walking up in the hills, and we're probably about 400 and something meters, I'm not sure what that is in feet, above the lochs, really high up. And then we started to descend, and we were both pretty tired by then, so we decided to stop in a little camping space, not dissimilar to this, but with no lochside view, a lot higher up. We had a good night's sleep. I keep seeing an animal. I'm sure there's a little animal popping up in the water over there. It's probably the Lochy monster. It could be an otter or something, which would be kind of cool.
See if I can see it.
So we had a reasonable night's sleep. It was wet. It was in the woods. It was cool.
Hi, Mandy. Good afternoon.
And the following morning, we woke up in the woodland, and we packed up our bags, and we started to descend. And actually, the sun was out at the time, which was really quite unusual, and we were really enjoying. So we started walking down, and
Hi, Gunlove, Gordon.
I was running. G'day, Gordon. I was running out of battery on everything. We haven't seen sun for so many days. We're struggling. Power's been an issue. So we're coming down the hill, and we come to a fork in the road, and it says this way up over the hill. Basically, this way over another mountain, or this way would go down to the main road. And we only had to walk about a couple of kilometers, maybe 2 miles at most, until we got to the next town where we could get some provisions. And Michelle and I, you know, we've done a lot of road walking on this trip already, and I thought, you know, I made a call that we'd walk. Well, you made the call.
I made the call. You said your call.
Your call. And Michelle said she didn't want to go up another mountain. So we went down to...
Zebu, morning.
Good morning, everyone. So we went down to the road.
Because you had no power, did you, on your phone? Nothing in your phone.
I just about worked out on the for the little bit of power, which the road wasn't far to walk. So we went down to the road, and we're walking along a nice little grass embankment, and then suddenly the embankment stopped, and there really wasn't an embankment at all. So it was dodgy. We were walking on the road towards the traffic, as you do, and we were just about to step on a little verge as the traffic, but it was pretty big traffic. It was a lot bigger traffic than we were using. A lot of big articulated trucks, and we saw a sign. It said 1 mile or 1.5 miles to the town, so we knew it wasn't too far. And there was a stage where we had to cross over the road so the oncoming traffic was from behind us, because there was nothing on this side. And then I saw a guy parked in a little pull-in, and I said to him, is it far to the town? And he said, no, you're fine, but you're going to run out of verge, and it's going to be right up against a big brick, like a stone wall, so you better walk on the wrong side of the road. So we took his advice and we started walking, and really gingerly walking along, and it just kept seeing these signs for sort of, you know, the signs you get where it sort of zigzag bends. So we're walking along. Is this story all right? I'm sorry if I hope it's okay. So we're walking along, and it was horrendous. I can tell you, it was possibly one of the worst stretches of road we'd been on. And every now and again, the verge would run out on this side, and then it would run out on this side. So we had to constantly, every sort of 20 meters or so, we would stop and have to cross the road, but you're listening because the bends, it's bends. And at this point, we'd gone too far to go back. And we really thought every next corner was going to be a straight road and a little pathway into the town. And we'd come to the first bend, and there was just sheer stone, like jagged stone up the side on a blind bend, and no verge, just a white line up against the rocks, basically. So we went out on the wide side, the wrong side of the road, and we're walking, and we could hear the vehicles, so we could do a little bit of a walk, and then stop. Now, bear with me, it does get a lot worse. It does get a lot worse. So we're doing this, a few steps, listening for traffic. Then some big lorries would come past, they'd see us, they'd move over, but this was not a good place. I felt really bad about this road. Everything about this road felt wrong. And I said to Michelle, you know, that we made a mistake. We should have gone over the mountain, and we kind of knew it, but we were just hopeful that the next sort of bend, or the next 50 meters, 100 meters or so, was going to see us into the town. It didn't. What actually happened was we got to a stage where we were on a blind bend with a big steep rock face on the inside, so we couldn't walk on the oncoming traffic side. We had a little bit of verge on the wrong side of the road, which we were walking along, but each time two lots of traffic came round this very narrow road, we only had a small verge to stand on. Bear with me, it gets worse. So
we're still here.
we are. Sorry, Mum. I know if she's watching this, I didn't like to say to anyone about it really, but I like to tell you. I hope you don't mind. So now the verge that we're on starts to run out. It tapers off, and we're on a bend. It's just dropping down into a long ditch. So we're on now a bend where the opposite side there's a sort of verge, but it's up against this sort of craggy rock face. And Michelle and I are like, we're in our big red ponchos because it's been a pretty sort of wet day, you know, sporadic rain. So again, we cross over to the other side of the road, But just after we crossed over the road, rain came down, but not rain like you've ever seen it, like proper solid rain.
Rain you don't like to drive in. Rain.
Like rain, you'd stop your car. You don't want to drive in it. You can't see. It was like there were raindrops the size of tuppenny pieces coming down.
Oh, sorry, just the solar panels.
Oh, you're on the close up. Look, there's the lock out in front of us. I'm sorry. So rain is coming down, size of tuppenny pieces, and it's hitting the road. It's hitting the road, and we're on a verge. I kid you not, no wider than a foot. I know I jumped between my metric and imperial.
He's showing you how big it is.
We're on a verge. It's no laughing matter. We're laughing now, but we shouldn't be. We're on a verge no wider than a foot, and it's sort of like moss.
Yeah.
It's like a really spongy moss, and it's almost crumbling under our feet. And the road is narrow, so I turn Michelle round and we huddle together as far with our feet as far off the edge as we can. And the rain is coming like you can't, it's hitting the ground like splash, splash, splash. And this is happening with cars. Cars are coming down. At this point, I've got my poncho on. Michelle and I, we're dry, pretty much dry because the ponchos. Cars are coming, they can't see us anymore. They literally can't see us. And I'm trying to make myself visible while trying to be as invisible as possible, but what do you do? And then a lorry came past, a big articulated lorry, and it was just as if I walked into a car wash. It was just like, it was literally that far away from me as it went past. And you know, when it's that rainy, there's this sort of swirl of mist that follows all the vehicles. And it just hit us like a monsoon. We were drenched, absolutely drenched. And then another one came, and then a line of lorries were coming round the thing, and we are huddled in. And I said to Michelle, I never felt so close to real impending danger. It was horrible. And this rain, it was, hello everybody. This rain, it was so thick. Anyway, I noticed as we were huddling, I noticed out the side of my car what looked like a police car went past. On the opposite side, it went past us. So we're just waiting, we're hoping that the verge that we stood on is almost sort of crumbling beneath us, and we're dropping down into what would have been just the edge of the craggy wall. It would have just dropped us down into there. We'd have been, you know, not much more than 2 or 3 inches further over, but there would have been no verge, just a mush. So what do we do? I really was almost, I don't know, how did you feel?
Well, it wasn't so bad for me because I was just huddled into you. I mean, but
yeah, you weren't getting the brunt of the rain.
I just knew that we weren't going to move.
We couldn't move.
We were just going to stay there.
We just had to stay there and wait it out.
Stopped.
And it was frightening because the trucks, the big trucks that were coming, there must have been traffic lights or something, because there was batches of them coming. And suddenly, a police car rocked up, the same police car, and this guardian angel, this beautiful little girl, she's a young lass, she just stopped right next to us, and she looked and she said, "Get in." She said, "Get in, get off the road." God, I'm almost welling up talking about it. She said, "Get in." She said, "Can I help? Get in." She said, "Hello." She said, "Just get in, just get in." So we got in. We got in the back, and I'm wet. And she said, "Oh, don't worry about that." She said, "Don't worry about the water."
We got in the back with our backpacks
with our backpacks on.
Ponchos on. We
sat down, and she had the most beautiful smile. Sarah. What a lovely girl. Thank you, Sarah. So she got us in. She was fearless. She was just like parked there. She had her lights on. She just parked, and she said, "Get in." And she asked, you know, "Oh, what's happened?" And we said, "We just took the wrong road." We said, and she said, "Oh, a lot of people do it." She said, "It's a terrible bit of road." She said, "And the edge of the road is just crumbling away." So this beautiful girl, Sarah, she's a police girl.
She said, "Mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen. Don't worry about them." Yeah, she was really sweet. She's only the age of our daughter, probably. So and we just had a chat. We were yarning, and we were steaming up inside of her police car, and she drove us to the next town. So she drove us to the town, and when she got there, Fort Augustus was the town. And she got there and she thought, well, this is Fort Augustus, and she took us around. She drove us around. This is the local shops, and this is where everything is. Where can I drop you off? And she said, I'll drop you at this. Well, we said, can you drop us at? We were low on supplies as well. So she dropped us at the supermarket, and it was hard, man. It was hard, but
she was lovely.
I just wanted to share the story with you.
She wanted to know our story, didn't she?
She wanted to know, and she was like, "Oh, I want to do that." She said, "I want to do that when I have the chance." She said, "I'd love to do that walk," and she said, "No, not to worry about." She didn't.
There was no formalities or anything.
No,
it was just get in the car.
No, just get in the car, get off the road.
And we chatted, and then she gave us
What a lovely, beautiful girl she was. Have a little look at the comments, Michelle. See if anybody. So that's it. That was our brush with life and death.
Cambridge, Dwayne, hi Dwayne. Reese, hi Reese. Last time you caught us, we were in John O'Groats. About to get a bus to Land's End, I think. I don't think so.
We're not giving up that easy, man.
Zebo's eating some of your perfect rice right now, Steve. Jack Trant says, I'm happy to see you both live streaming again. Stay safe. Amy says hi. Mandy says it's great to know that people are still kind-hearted in this world. And Stuart says, keep on going, stay safe, from Paul and Stuart.
Oh, Paul and Stuart, good day, mate. So that was I think that's Paul and Stuart that we met.
All right, yes.
Just the other day. Yeah. Father and son. So
after our brush.
Yes. So that was our story. That. If you've missed it, you'll have to go back and watch the whole thing. I can't repeat it. But we're just making, by the way, Steve's Kitchen style. Gourmet. We got hot smashed potato. So we were lucky. We were. But I tell you what, and I laugh about it. It was really, really dangerous. It was. It felt like impending doom. That's the way I would say. It felt pretty bad, but we were good. Yep. We were meant to get there. Now we've had the most horrendous 2 days, and so the next live stream I will update you about that as well. But please, I did get a message again on Instagram saying, oh, it looks a bit gloomy. Why would you do it if it's gloomy? It's an adventure, It's an experience. It's an adventure. I wouldn't want to change anything about this. We just
see any comments. I'm busy mixing my smash.
She's mixing a smash, and we're going to yeah, great ending. So it was a good ending.
It was a good ending. I mean, we made a mistake. We've learned from our mistake. Oh, thank you, Paul. Money for supplies. I missed the last few live streams due to time difference. Did you see Loch Ness Monster?
But no. We didn't. We've got, there are 3 locks that join together, Paul. And by the way, I'm going to use that money. I'm going to get a pint when we get to the next stop. I'm going to try, and if I can, I'll do a live stream in the pub. But there are 3 locks. You see, we're getting to know this country, this beautiful country, as we go along. So there's Loch Ness, one of the big locks. There's a small lock in the middle. Then they're on a line of locks. There's Loch Oich, which is then joins, and there's a canal that joins Loch Ness to Loch Oich. Then from Loch Oich to this lock, which is Loch Lochy, which you're just seeing here now, which we're sat down on the edge of Loch Lochy. And you can probably hear the water, which is sort of breaking. So like almost chain of beads. So there's the big Loch Ness, a little canal, the Caledonian Canal, the little Loch Oich, then a canal, and then Loch Lochy, which is where we are now, which leads down to Fort William.
And the other way goes all the way to Inverness, doesn't it?
Yes. No sponsor, Uncle Ben's rice. We're just getting carbs into our body. Egg fried rice. Bought it in a We've had some really interesting days actually, and I think I'll do another live stream talking about it maybe tomorrow if I can get a signal when it's all good, because it's been even more.
We've had signals being a bit iffy, but power.
Yeah, we've had power issues because we haven't had sun.
We've had no sun for,
we just
weeks.
had. If any of you have been watching the weather, we've just had 2 of the most horrendous rainstorms, and it completely put us out of action. So that pretty much came after the brush with death. So we've done well. There's quite a few comments there, Michelle, if you want to have a little look at them. I'm doing the cooking.
You're doing the cooking.
So that's beautiful. Thank you very much, Paul.
Dwayne says, glad you're okay. Karen and Sam, what a great ending. Sue John was worried about you. Dwayne says, what's the temperature over there? And Karen and Sons, thank you very much for the super chat.
Oh,
lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thumbs up.
Beautiful. Look at this. We have luxury. Uncle Ben's egg fried rice and mashed potato. And if we mix them together, Michelle, the potato might...
Have we got fish as well?
Are we going to have the fish as well? I think it's probably a bit overkill, do you?
I think we'll save our John West sardines in tomato sauce.
For another beautiful meal. So, we've had a really...
Oh, smells all right.
Smells all right. We've had a really trying few days, but also a beautiful day. We've met some lovely people. Yeah. Big up to Ken. We've met so many good people just today on this walk.
Yeah, most people go in the opposite way.
They're all going the opposite way. Nobody's going our way, and they're all asking us why are we walking.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are really surprised that we're doing the big walk, because obviously we look like a couple of athletes, Michelle and I, like stuff.
But we're feeling good. We put the packs on this morning, and actually we thought, whoa,
put the packs on.
Not too bad.
Losing weight, the weight's falling off. I'm down to about 2 stones now, about 3 kilos, I think, overall. Doing quite well. Physically, we're doing well. The lungs are getting better. We're doing a lot better in that respect. But we met some lovely people today, and there's some really good things.
We would have got further.
But
we met so many lovely people today. He doesn't stop talking. talk, and then talk a bit more. And he makes me go back up hills. Oh,
I do, actually. I said to her, if I keep talking to everybody we meet, we're not going to get anywhere. And we've done 20 Ks plus today.
Yep. So Dwayne wants to know what the temperature is here. Do you know what the temperature is? I think it's about...
Dwayne, it's probably around about...
Quite nice. Let's see if I've got any power. I don't think I have.
What have I got? Egg foo young or me?
Egg foo young.
It's around about 12 degrees, I'd say, maybe.
I'm just turning on and we'll see.
I'm going to guess about 12 to 15
so while we're waiting
degrees.
For mine to boot up and do all that.
You could always Google for me the weather at
Lockie
or Fort William.
Fort William probably is our nearest town.
Tell me what the weather is. A
Hit the thumbs up, everybody. There's only 8 of you hit it. That's not very nice, is it? Come on. So.
Oh, I need that.
You need that. Oh.
There's lots of comments you're missing here.
Oh, it's all right, busy. I'm doing temperature. I've got to turn my phone off.
Someone will do that for you.
I know, but I'm going to get there. Missing comments.
So we got mashed potato and egg fried rice.
So Sally says, glad you're okay. Hi, Rena. Get some hot sauce, says Sue Johns. And
a bit of pepper
the
would be nice.
Lone Wanderers Variety Channel, what is your final destination? Then what's the plan after that? Well, Land's End is our final destination.
For this walk.
Fort William is the end of the West Highland Way, and it's also the beginning of the Great Gem Way, isn't it?
It's the beginning of the West Highland Way for us.
I know, but if you do it the right way. Mandy wants to know what we're having for pudding. We had ambrosia cream rice yesterday. Today
we're just having some beautiful Scotch shortbread fingers.
I'll have 1 squizzle of pepper.
A little bit of pepper, it needs it.
That's enough. That's enough.
And a little salt, actually.
I think a little salt too. Because normally we have the fish.
So we could almost, if we walked, although it's getting dark and we may stop here, this may be our final destination for today. We've done about 20 kilometres.
I think what we need to do is maybe stop here because it's a lovely destination. Get up a little bit earlier tomorrow.
Yeah.
And get going.
Yeah.
Because we've actually had a bit of luxury this morning, didn't we? What did we have this morning?
We had a shower this morning. Can you tell that I had a shower?
We got different t-shirts on. It wasn't raining and we had a shower, a warm shower.
So,
No.
Have I got to do everything?
No, I thought that's what you were doing. I'm doing comments, not
I am the
anymore.
chef.
You're
So,
in charge of food.
What? No chocolate? No, no
No
chocolate.
chocolate. Absolutely no chocolate.
Well, I
That is
tell
not
you,
good.
part of the next story, which I won't say, is we almost starved. We almost run out of food as well. We're in the middle of nowhere and there's no food. But this is another drama, which
such luxury. I know. It's 90 degrees C with cloud and showers. Let's see if I agree with you.
19?
No power. She's given up. We can just about manage to keep one phone going.
So that was our brush with the Highland Police.
Yep.
And that was our brush with near death, but we're all good. There's a wasp landing on your screen. You can't see it, but there's a wasp. A little bit of salt. Yeah, I agree with you, Michelle.
So we were picked up by the police.
Picked up by the police. Look, I filmed quite a lot of this as well. Not obviously, I didn't sit there cowering in the rain filming it.
But afterwards, when we got to our destination, Sarah was cool about it all, wasn't she?
She was lovely.
She was good.
We've been filming a lot more this last 3 or 4 days because I think because our strength is getting up and we're not always feeling so ragged at the end of the day or ragged during the day. We've been filming a lot more, and so this is hopefully going to make quite an epic sort of documentary at the end. It'll take quite a bit of editing, I'm sure, but I hope in the meantime you're enjoying these short updates. Now, I did, as I say, I did get some comments that it all looked a bit hard and it all looked a bit unpleasant, but you know, we've met a lot of people on this route that have done or are doing this route by bike or by other means, and it is not a walk in the country.
But even the people we've met who are who just walk in the Great Glen Way, Great Glen Way, but they, you know, we come up to them and say, "Oh, it's hard, isn't it?" You know, and they've only done 1 or 2 days.
Young lads just coming up, and they're going, "Oh, this is hard." There's 3 young lads. "Oh, this is hard," and we're saying, "Oh, you know."
Don't worry, nearly at the top.
I say, "Oh, you're just doing the Great Glen Way," and I feel really bad because I'm saying just doing the Great Glen Way, because the Great Glen Way is a 5-6 day walk.
Yep.
And one of the things is the Land Ends to John O'Groats or the John O'Groats to Land's End walk is really interesting, because the more I read about it, the more I see how complicated it is to do, because to try and pick up walkable routes that go all down the country without doing those horrendous road walks is really, really quite hard. Yeah. There isn't many options, although there are many options, there aren't many. And we're end up doing some of the walks that people just do, like the West Highland Way is a big walk for a lot of people.
Someone said the wasp could be heard their end. Who said that? Mr. said that. Mikhail. And Gordon says having the updates. The wasp can be heard on our end. But it was right next to the
Michelle got stung by a wasp. She was being a bit
I haven't had this.
A bit woeful of them.
Oh, I have not.
Yes, you have. You keep moaning every time a wasp comes near. We're probably going to pitch up the tent here in the next. We want to try and get the sun's going down over there, but we like to get the sun coming up in the morning. Sun coming up in the morning. That was a joke.
Well, they have predicted rain again.
Not in the morning.
That light says hello. Is that sun you're sending us? No, rain overnight. Okay.
So far, we've walked the John O'Groats Trail.
Yep.
And the Great Glen Way, which we've nearly finished, which in themselves are 2 big walks. And we're end to end, as the boys said just now. What, you're going to finish this and then walk the West Highland Way? Yes. At the end of this, tomorrow, we'll be on the West Highland Way. And the West Highland Way is, I think, a 9-day walk, or how many days on that map?
8 on.
8-day walk. And it's a pretty arduous walk.
So Alex says hello, love what we're doing. And Brenda said there's a hurricane in
I put so much pepper in this while I was talking. I'm going like, it's lovely. It's
Hurricane
really...
Sally watch in northwest Florida.
Not here, thankfully.
We don't need that. Hey, I want to say a quick Well, we want to say a quick congratulations to our niece Rachel, who got engaged to Keith at the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Keith, you take care. She's a lovely girl.
She sure is.
She is. Any other news?
No, because I've not had any news because I've not had any power.
No, we've really struggled with getting enough electricity.
We've used every single bit of power.
We've had a bit of sun today, and I've had the solar panel pegged to the front of my T-shirt, facing the sun, and I've managed to get enough in this brick that we can do this live stream.
But he did that, and then we walked into a pine forest, and there was still no sun. But yeah, I mean, it's been okay today. It's been dry, but I wouldn't say it's been gloriously sunny. And those clouds look pretty.
Now, I want to add also, Michelle, just have a look and see if there's any new chats. I still want to add, if anyone in the UK wishes to meet us and walk with us for a short while.
Yeah, we're doing fine, love life. Thank you. We're doing great.
Anyone wants to walk with us?
Yes.
We'd love to meet some people. What I've noticed myself is I'm happier now we're off of the section between John O'Groats and Inverness because I'm meeting lots of people and I love talking.
You do. Love Light says we look like two babies eating cereal with spoons. We eat everything with a spoon now. We have got forks.
We've got forks.
But the spoon just does it all.
Yesterday, all we had, there's some funny stories. The next live stream is going to be equally as depressing.
No.
When you hear what went wrong the day after we nearly got killed. It didn't get any better, but we are hoping there's going to be some sunny days for the next few days.
People keep promising that it's going to be okay.
We are forecast rain tonight, which is a bit of a bummer.
But to be honest, it couldn't get much worse.
No, it couldn't get. Well, you shouldn't say that.
Shouldn't say that, because it probably could.
We do look like a couple of, look, with our little
blue.
Baby. These are our little collapsible.
Blue. Yeah. Like the ones that used to have the suckers on the bottom where you stick them to the high chair.
I want one of those spoons that you, the sideways spoons the babies have. So, what else? I can't tell you everything because I want to save some of the story from yesterday's story for a later
It will make this
vlog.
one too long because we're already, half an hour already on this one.
And again, I'm sorry to anybody that loves us, that any of our loved ones, or even any of you that love what we're doing, that we put ourselves in that position. It was ridiculous and it was dangerous, and we try not to do it again, but it was pretty crazy.
So Alex says, love you guys, we love all your vlogs, please post more. Well, we're trying. It's just power and
this is the longest. I think I skipped 2 days, and there's a big reason for that. You'll find out about that if I get a chance to do a live stream tomorrow. Why we basically had to skip 2 days, and it has a lot to do with the fact that it has rained somewhat for 2 days.
More than 2 days.
Yes. So we're all good.
We are.
Our feet still are doing fine.
Mine were clean this morning, but they're pretty grotty now, but they're all good.
Feet are all good. I won't get mine out, they're in the shoes. People keep meeting us and saying, how can you be walking in sandals? And we say, well, it's all we've got. And we don't wear socks because we haven't really got socks, although I've got a small pair on today because, well, that's another, because my feet were so wet, which will become apparent.
It will become apparent. You have to stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog.
So this is yummy. So if any of you are looking for a lovely recipe, you'll take a packet of Smash, some hot water, and some Uncle Ben's rice, mix it together. It ain't great, but it certainly satiates you. Yeah. And for hiking, you're looking just to get the carbohydrates in. And everything tastes good. This tastes delicious. I'm really enjoying it.
Yes, some good meals yesterday too. I was enjoying this. I like the Smash actually with baked beans. We share a can of baked beans and a little bit of fish. That's quite my favourite at the moment. This
would be nice with a bit of fish in it today.
Yes, but we didn't need the rice and the fish. That was
so any questions? Let me just put my my glasses on.
Oh, they're here. I saw those.
So I can have a quick look through. If there's any questions, I'm going to bring...
We've spread out on the table.
Let's just turn that around again, so you can see that lovely view of ours while I have a quick look. So I'm just going to go not too far back. and the wasp can be heard. So if anyone's said anything and we've missed it, don't tell us off, just ask it again. Hi, Brenda.
Yes, you be careful in that hurricane.
You be careful, yeah.
Look at the clouds on the top of those mountains over there.
We will, Alex. Thank you very much. We will stay safe.
They could be Monroes. A Monroe apparently is a mountain or a hill that is over 3,000 feet. And people like to go what they call Monroe bagging. That means they go up all these mountains and say, I went up that one. We haven't done any of them, have we?
No, we haven't. Though we've been up close to them. Look like two babies.
Syria, we finished now.
We will do more. Chris. Hi, Chris. How are you, mate? Old school bowls and pens. I think you should have a go at the Biblium track.
Somewhere in Australia.
Maybe yeah, we might. You guys know that Alex love life, their husband and wife. I don't know if I understand that. Sue Johns.
Don't know you, but love you. We got worried when you guys, we don't hear every day.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but do look on Instagram and Facebook. We do put more posts on Instagram and Facebook just to try and keep people in the loop when we can't do.
You even put one on the community page.
Yeah, even on the community page. So keep an eye out. I do try to, if I can get an internet connection. Yes, it is a nice background. It's a beautiful, almost you could almost take a screen capture of that. We are, Mandy, we're looking at settling in. The midges are starting to bite though.
It's a beautiful sight. What time is it now?
It's probably...
It's that time.
About 6, 7 o'clock. When I'm doing live stream, I can't really see the time.
Are the Instagram stories the same as the YouTube ones?
No, they're not. Because you can really only share the Instagram stories, Chris, with Facebook. So it's...
And again?
No, not again. I've just got to tilt it up.
Okay.
So you can put the Instagram and Facebook stories, but I do try to just. I think if you've got to follow anything at all, it's probably good to follow us on Instagram or Facebook to see some extra.
I can't wait for the post footage. Glad everything is okay now. Stay safe. Well, hopefully you're filming some good stuff.
Yeah.
You've been doing.
I am not doing the drone and all the sort of B-roll footage that I should be doing, but I'm getting some B-roll.
I wish YouTube would enable stories on desktop for YouTube. You can only see them on the app. I know. Is it 6 p.m. or 6 or a.m.? It's p.m.
p.m. It's evening time. And I've noticed there's actually another tent between these trees, a little bit away from us. So we've got some neighbours. I think that animal I saw is just a log.
I think it is a log.
We've had a big storm here. There's a couple of roads that closed down, but that's part of the next story.
Tomorrow's one.
It's tomorrow's if we can do it.
We can do it. Well, we've got quite a big hike tomorrow. We've got to try and get.
We've got to get a big hike. We might even do some more today, but I think we're probably not going to.
Not now.
I think this is our spot.
We get early into the tent, and then we can get up early.
Yes, we can do what we rarely ever do.
We rarely ever do.
Michelle read the other day that hikers are generally early risers, and I laugh because technically we're hikers, but we still quite often don't set out much till 11, 12 o'clock.
Some days we're a bit early, 10:30.
Yeah, but
today we had a shower, so we were a bit late. We were late today.
And I'm still rare to see a sunrise. We often see a sunset.
You did poke your head out when we were way above Loch Ness, but you couldn't get your camera to turn on before it disappeared.
That's because the sun only came up that day for about 5 seconds.
And it wouldn't turn on.
And from that point onwards.
Have you passed any Scotch whisky distilleries, says Paul?
Yeah, we went, Paul, we went past a few, but they're all shut. We went past the famous Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie? I don't know.
I never quite know how you say it. Beautiful whiskey, but they're shut. They're shut for tasting. They're shut for anything because of this blasted COVID thing. They're all shut down. So we're missing it. It's frustrating because we walked straight past and we actually went into the whiskey place and there's a big sign up saying shut. They're not actually shut. You can kind of go and have a look,
But just look.
but you can't taste. You can't have any tours, and even the small ones seem to be much the same. So it's really, really frustrating.
So Dwayne says, do you have any relatives in Scotland?
Not
now.
No. Michelle's family came from the Highlands.
Yes.
But no.
No. And Alex says, if you ever come to Los Angeles, we'd love to meet you guys and you're welcome to stay with us. Well, that's very kind.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, if we will come to Los Angeles, for sure. And maybe we'll be less shy and we'll be more into sort of, staying with people. So it would be lovely to meet you all. What else? That's about it, probably.
That's about it.
I like to wrap up about the...
Well, it's 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Yes. It's a little bit longer than normal.
Hit the thumbs up, please.
Hit the thumbs up for Michelle. There's 43 of you in right now.
And there's only 19
there should be
up.
43 more thumbs up.
I've now got an iced coffee.
And I'm finishing off my baby food. It does taste like baby food.
Oh, there's some canoeists, but I think they're going away. That's right, 23. That's it. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Okay.
Oh, the canoeists meeting the other canoeists. It's too far away for you guys to see, but there's...
You turn you round again. You can see. It is a lovely view, but just...
no, you won't be able to see. Right by that, where that tree juts out, there are two...
I don't know if I can zoom. I think I can. Look.
Oh, yes, look at that. Those two bits next to the bits of wood are canoeists.
On the far, my far right, there's two canoeists just coming round the bend.
There's four, so there's two in each. Oh, they are coming this way. Love the shirt. What do you do in the evening? Can you read or listen to the radio? No,
we just sleep. As soon as it goes dark, it's quite often, if you've camped a lot, you'll if you've done a lot of sort of wild camping and things, which Michelle and I have done, you tend to just go to sleep when the sun goes down.
We don't read because we don't take any books or anything because they're too heavy, and we don't listen to the radio because we have no power.
It would be lovely to have infinite power. We have so little power. I've not watched anything on YouTube for ages. I've not watched anything.
I've even slowed down on putting the Instagram and stuff up because I just haven't got the power to do it.
Sun's coming out, look.
Oh, look. The panels on the floor.
Solar panels charging.
Yes.
Do you want to watch a little bit more of that view? Ladies and jelly spoons, do you want to watch a little more of that?
So Love Light says, love the shirt. And Wayne says, what a nice view. And Rastram is doing a dance, I think.
I can just hear the distant voices of canoeists.
See the sun come out. It's glistening and the clouds on those mountains over there.
How beautiful is Scotland when the sun is out? And how rare it's been for us to see it.
If only the sun would come out a little bit more, because it is still summer.
Yes, it is still summer.
We keep saying it is still summer.
Look at that view. I wish I could take a photograph. Can I get a screen capture?
Oh no, that will cut it off. You know what it's like.
Every time I do anything,
my phone's dead. So
beautiful.
So sunny here in Northumberland.
Everybody down south, who we meet that's come from down south, keeps saying to us how gorgeous it's been, and how they're having a heat wave, and we sit here sort of shivering and cold.
We have had nothing but rain and wind.
And nothing but rain and wind, absolutely.
Then the odd glimpse of the sun.
And I'll probably just very quickly address this, because this is another thing that was mentioned to me. Do I want to mention about going off track and things? Or not really?
Tomorrow.
It's a little bit of a moan, but it's sort of...
Whether you want to moan tomorrow or not.
Yeah, it's just people, one or two people, Ben, you included, have said, oh, what, if you're not going to go and see things, it won't make it as enjoyable. This is a very enjoyable walk. It's a really amazing walk. And we find that there's great beauty in the smallest of places. I mean, look, where we are now, nobody's ever heard of it.
Yeah, no one's written about
Nobody's written about it.
Nobody said, oh, you must come here and visit it with all the other tourists.
There's no tourist sort of hot spots here, and it's gorgeous. So when I say that I don't want to sort of go 20 miles out of my way.
Sean says, nice to see you alive. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. It's Sean, you'd have to go to the beginning to watch Why We Nearly Died. It's very entertaining. People walk this route. They have to pick their directions very carefully when they walk this route, because if you don't, And that's why they
John O'Groats to Land's End, Land's End to John O'Groats.
Yeah, they pick the routes. You can't just go 20 miles off to go and look at something, and then if you end up getting off of a decent walkway, you can then get stuck having to do main roads to get back, or having to walk back on yourself.
Yeah, it's like Chris is saying, it's not a touring holiday. A walk like that is a great way to have peace and quiet in nature. You'll see things no one sees on the way.
Yes,
absolutely.
you will. But you will also, we've seen things today that are just absolutely stunning. I don't need to go and see York Minster. I don't need to go and see seals on the west coast of the east coast of England. Yeah, as people have said to me, people do say, you know, you should go and see this, or you should climb up and see that, or go up the Monroe, or things like that. When you're doing Land's End to John O'Groats, and you can read 1,000 blogs about it, you'll never find people who are walking it that say, oh, I fancy going 20 miles or 50 miles out of my way, because 20 miles is a whole day's hiking, a whole 24 hours of your day hiking. And if it goes off of the route, say you're doing the Pennine Way, which we will be doing, the Pennine Way, and you go 20 miles off of the Pennine Way to go and have a look at something, there is no beautiful pathway that will join you back up to the Pennine Way. You've got to come back 20 miles. It's another full day. And that's why people are very, the more I've read about it, the more I understand how complex it is to get between the 2 points without, you know, and having as much joy as possible. Look, the canoeists are getting closer. So I'm going to turn now so you can see. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, not as to lose the beauty of the spot. And you can see. So yeah, it really is. It's. I could have a whole thing about it, but I do think it's important to remember that you know, learn a little bit about what the Land's End to John O'Groats walk is about. It's complicated, and much more complicated than Michelle and I probably gave credit for.
But we're enjoying it.
G'day.
Having fun.
They're waving to us.
And meeting some great people. All out here enjoying it with us in their own way.
I wonder if they're coming ashore.
Maybe they're going to camp here too.
Yeah, they might be. So that's 2 canoes just gone past, and there's 2 in each canoe. And there's another 2 following behind, a little bit slower.
I think there's a couple of companies that do tours up here of
that would be quite nice, actually. People that are doing these sort of canoeist
Mandy
tours.
says you've done so well, guys. How many miles have we done? We haven't calculated properly, have we?
We haven't. I think about 240, 250 miles. So we've done over 20% of our 1,000 miles. It will be a little bit more. Oh, the canoeists are coming in. Should we go and say hello to them?
You got enough power?
Come on, let's go and pester them.
I'll let you go.
Okay, they're coming in. Say hello. Good day, guys. How are you?
Oh yeah, we're good. How are you, mate?
We're good. Is this your landfall for the day?
It is indeed.
Oh, there we go.
Will we be sharing campsites tonight?
Oh, we're stopping here. Yeah, we're stopping here. But where you come up from?
From Bannerby, Port William.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm live streaming at the moment, so I just saw you guys rocked up. I'm live streaming, so we'll just say everyone wants to say hello to you. Yeah. So look, they are coming in. Are they? Everyone from the UK?
Yeah, we're all from the UK.
No one from overseas?
We're all UK based.
Yeah, we're from Australia, so we're just we're always looking to see if anyone else is over from overseas. I'll let them settle in. Yeah, they say hello. Right, I am gonna.
We got to get our spot.
We have to get our spot before, get our flat spot before they do. So it looks like we're having a fair few people rocking up with us. Kirk Yatham is the start of the Pennine Way. That is correct.
Absolutely, we know that.
Yeah, we know that, and we're probably going to be heading to there.
We have been researching a little bit after the Great Glen, in the West Highland Way, haven't we? Where we're going
Yeah,
next.
we have been. We have been.
So,
where have my glasses gone?
Don't know.
You have a little look, Michelle, at the comments and see if I've missed any.
Oops. Just put it in his place. Okay. So it's nice to hear from genuine hikers. Definitely an individual experience when merging with nature. Love Life says thank you for staying positive and good attitude. We've done the start of the Pennine Way. Love Life says hi everyone. Where do you guys get all those energies? We admire both of you and teaching us a lot to be thankful for every day.
We get it from smashed potato, smashed potato, smashed
and,
potato.
Uncle Ben's rice.
Uncle Ben's rice.
This morning we had a can of baked beans. And
you have to stay positive. Look,
yeah.
I got into trouble the other day for calling this stuff nonsense. It is nonsense, I'm sorry, but you have to stay positive, and we have to share a little bit of positivity and get everybody out and just trying to live their lives as you know, as real as possible. We've met people today, lots of people. The canoeists are here.
Yeah.
You know, we've met lots of people.
Get
out. Don't stay indoors. Don't listen to the nonsense. Don't pay so much attention. There's a great big world out here. It's absolutely fantastic. You can sit huddled up. Unfortunately, there are places where our governments have forced people to stay indoors, but where they aren't, get out, enjoy it, take your masks off and just enjoy.
And as Mandy said,
that's their first day done. They said, congratulations guys, it's your first day done. So they've done one day. I think these are about 3-day canoe things.
They go up to Inverness and back, don't they?
Very good. Go up to Inverness. Maybe it's a one-way. I think some of them do one-way.
Maybe,
some of them do two-way. It would be a lovely canoe trip, by the way. If anyone's up this way, I'd say this is a really, really good. Be nice if we had your own canoe, actually.
Yeah. Mandy says company for you, campfire evening. Goonlove says might meet up there. Is that on the Pennine Way?
Yeah, if you want to meet us, I'd say if you want to walk a mile with us, or even half a mile or 100 meters,
we love. And Pebbles Travel says at my age, every day above ground is a plus.
Oh, don't be like that.
Chris says a few people offended in the last stream comments, but you can't get through to everyone.
Yes.
No, we don't worry about them.
No. Anyway,
we've got to go.
It's a little bit long, and
just watching on 2 times speed. You should. What does he say? You should have asked her for a lift to England. That would be cheating.
That would be cheating.
And why are you watching it on 2 times speed?
All right.
We're going to go.
Check out the full story of how we nearly died, and we will see you in the next live stream. Love to you all. Midgies.
Yeah.
Smidgies. Goodbye.
Bye.